Toxic people do not announce themselves loudly at first. They arrive subtly. They test boundaries. They speak with smiles that hide intention. The Stoics understood this well. Marcus Aurelius lived among flatterers, manipulators, and power seekers, yet he never allowed their behavior to poison his inner world. His secret was not confrontation. It was clarity. When the mind is clear, manipulation has nowhere to land. Most people believe strength means speaking up, defending yourself, or winning arguments. Stoicism teaches something far more difficult and far more powerful. Strength is the ability to remain undisturbed. A calm mind cannot be controlled. Toxic people rely on emotional reactions. They need anger, guilt, fear, or confusion to feel powerful. When you deny them this, their influence collapses. The moment you react emotionally, you hand over control. Your peace becomes dependent on someone else's behavior. Marcus Aurelius warned against this trap. He reminded himself daily that other people's actions belong to them, not to you. Their words cannot damage your character unless you invite them inside. This is where true freedom begins. Clearing your mind is not about avoiding people. It is about mastering perception. Stoicism teaches that events themselves are neutral. It is our judgment that creates suffering. A toxic comment is only noise until you decide it defines you. When you see this clearly, insults lose their sting. Provocation loses its power. You become untouchable without becoming cold. Toxic people often try to pull you into explanations. They demand reactions. They push buttons to see if they still have access to you. The Stoic response is not silence born from fear, but silence born from understanding. You recognize when words are bait. You recognize when engagement serves them more than it serves you. And so you choose restraint. Restraint is not weakness. It is discipline. Marcus Aurelius believed that the best revenge is not to be like your enemy. When you refuse to mirror toxicity, you rise above it. You stop playing a game designed to drain you. Calm becomes your shield. Awareness becomes your weapon. A clear mind sees patterns instead of isolated moments. Toxic people repeat behaviors. They shift blame. They twist facts. They seek control through emotional confusion. Stoicism teaches patience. Instead of reacting immediately, you observe. You let time reveal truth. People expose themselves when you stop interrupting them with reactions. This is why silence is so powerful. Silence creates space. In that space, manipulation becomes obvious. When you stop justifying yourself, explaining yourself, or defending every decision, toxic people lose leverage. They depend on your engagement to survive. Without it, they're left speaking into emptiness. Outsmarting toxic people does not require clever words. It requires boundaries. Real boundaries are not speeches. They are actions. You reduce access. You protect your time. You choose distance without drama. Marcus Aurelius did not argue with everyone who misunderstood him. He focused on what was within his control. Your energy is one of those things. Many people mistake indifference for cruelty. Stoicism teaches emotional independence, not emotional numbness. You can care without being controlled. You can observe without absorbing. You can acknowledge someone's behavior without letting it disturb your peace. This balance is rare, and that rarity is what makes it powerful. A disciplined mind does not need approval. Toxic people sense insecurity the way predators sense weakness. When you no longer need validation, they lose interest. They move on to easier targets. Your calm becomes a signal that manipulation will not work here. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself that most conflicts are unnecessary. You are not obligated to attend every argument you are invited to. You are not required to correct every misunderstanding. Peace is preserved by choosing which battles deserve your attention. Most do not in modern life. Noise is constant. Opinions are everywhere. Everyone wants a reaction. Stoicism teaches you to slow down internally even when the world moves fast. A slow mind sees clearly. A rushed mind reacts blindly. Clearing your mind is not escape. It is preparation. When your thoughts are ordered, toxic behavior becomes predictable. Predictable things are no longer threatening. You stop taking things personally. You stop assuming intention where there may only be weakness. This perspective alone can dissolve anger before it forms. The Stoics believed that your inner state is your true possession. Everything else can be taken. Reputation can be damaged. Comfort can be removed. Relationships can change. But a disciplined mind remains yours unless you surrender it. Toxic people cannot steal what you refuse to give. Outsmarting without speaking is the highest form of control. Your actions communicate boundaries more clearly than words ever could. You become selective. You respond when it aligns with your values. You withdraw when engagement leads nowhere. This quiet authority is unmistakable. Clarity also requires honesty with yourself. Sometimes toxicity persists because we tolerate it. Stoicism demands responsibility. You cannot control others, but you can control access. You can choose distance. You can choose growth over familiarity. This choice is uncomfortable, but it is necessary. A clear mind does not seek revenge. It seeks peace. It understands that trying to change toxic people often drains more energy than walking away. Marcus Aurelius accepted human nature as it is, not as he wished it to be. Acceptance is not approval, it is realism. When you stop reacting, you stop feeding the cycle. Drama starves without attention. Manipulation collapses without emotion. Over time, toxic people either change their behavior or remove themselves. Either outcome protects your peace. This is the Stoic path. Quiet, firm, unshakable. You do not announce your strength. You demonstrate it through consistency. You do not argue for your worth. You live it. Clear your mind, and everything changes. You hear less noise. You feel less pressure. You move with intention instead of impulse. This is how you outsmart toxicity without saying a word. If this message resonated with you, subscribe to the channel. More Stoic wisdom, more mental clarity, more control over your life in a chaotic world. Stay calm, stay disciplined, stay unbreakable.